Hey you guys, welcome to my Venus through Signs series. This is for Venus in Leo. So if in your birth chart Venus is sitting in a sign of Leo, this message is for you. This is a Venus reading, so it's really easy to find your Venus sign if you don't know where it is. You can go to astro.com and enter in your birth day, time, and location so that they can generate a free birth chart for you. Also, your Sun and Venus can be sitting in the same sign. You don't have to know your exact birth time to find out where Venus is sitting. You can put 12 p.m. and that's okay. However, if you do know your exact birth time and you have also your 7th house is in Leo, this should also apply to you as well. So let's go ahead and begin here. I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general readings, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they do give you some sort of clarity. So let's see what we have going on here. Also, you guys, if you want to order a personal or private reading, always email me first so I can send that price list. It is usually a 7-day time frame from the payment and from when you receive your reading. Phone call readings, I don't schedule those. I only do those when I post that notification, so make sure you're subscribed so that you can receive that notification of when I'm taking calls. All right, so central issue, I have the Temperance, Ace of Pentacles, 7 of Cups, King of Wands, the Magician, 3 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, the Moon. Okay, so central issue here is about healing. I see meditating. I also see kind of realizing that you have some sort of gift. I feel that you are also maybe being enlightened. I'm seeing that you might be some sort of healer, either a holistic healer, or you are able to, you have like the gift of channeling or mediumship, where you're able to translate messages from other unseen forces or energies, and you're able to tap into that energy and translate that. And I feel like I keep getting this message. I don't know if you guys are cross-watching, but this might confirm something that you watched in another video, but I am also getting that you guys are able to make a living from your gift. So, you know, I don't know if that is something that you struggle with, but if you know how to read tarot, if you know how to channel, if you're a psychic, if you can read astrology charts, you can make a profit from any type of spiritual gift that you have. Now also what I'm seeing here is someone who is able to, like, you're trying to interpret a dream or make sense of it, or you've been communicating with someone through dreams. Another strong message that I've been getting through a couple of Venus signs here. So I feel like for some of you, there's someone that you are connected to spiritually, and you guys are able to communicate and have conversations through spiritual means. Now, also what I don't like, though, is that for some of you, it could mean, not for everybody, but some of you, it could mean that this person is not communicating with you directly. So it's like you might desire to have like a real conversation, but you guys are only able to send telepathic messages to one another, because I feel like this person is being tricky with the way they're communicating. Now, also, those of you that are like, what is all this telepathic stuff you're talking about? If it's not through that, then this is by means of social media for me. Like, someone is, like, they're communicating with you through a tricky way. It's trickery, meaning that they're posting indirect messages or ambiguous messages for you on their social media, especially if you guys follow each other. It's like, okay, I know that post was for me. Like, what are they trying to say? So someone is sending you indirect messages, or you are sending someone indirect messages, but you know it's for you. vice versa. You guys are just kind of going back and forth with that. I'm seeing too that someone is at a distance from you. Ooh, and I just saw my hometown, my new hometown, Arizona, because you know, you guys, I just moved here not too long ago. But I'm getting a strong connection with Arizona and maybe even New Mexico here. Maybe even Nevada, but it's somewhere in that southwest region where there are lizards. There's like those little bushes that look, those little small bushes, the mountains, but with the ones that are kind of like capped off like the Grand Canyon. It's like flat on top, not the pointed mountains. I'm kind of getting that type of area. I don't know if that is where you are living or where this person lives. But I feel like, too, this might be talking something about a desert area or heat. So I don't know what the significance of that is, but I'm getting it. Also, I feel like, yeah. So there's someone that is attracted to you from a distance, and he's coming off very much like the Emperor. He doesn't say much. He just observes and keeps his distance, and he's watching from the trenches, you know, and this person is strategizing and trying to figure out how to get you, how to have you. But at the same time, I'm seeing too, like, messages being sent back and forth saying, I'm single, I'm single. So I don't know if you have been waiting to hear from someone, or you've kept your distance from someone because you thought they were in a relationship. I feel like this person is saying, hey, I'm single, I'm single. Tell them I'm single. So I don't know what that is, but I feel like maybe someone wants you to reach out to them, or they want to reach out to you. Maybe you want me to send that message for them, but I don't know. But I feel like someone is waiting for a response, and someone is definitely being admired. Whether you are the admirer or they are watching you or viewing you, they find you very attractive, very independent, very confident here. I also feel that in regards to career, this is, you know, you're coming off pretty good. Like, you're making your own money. You're on your own. You're not codependent or needy. Some of you are entrepreneurs. Especially, like I said earlier, those of you that have some sort of spiritual gifts, you're very good at that. But I'm also seeing, when I see these energies together, I also see this as someone who is in the music business, or someone who is in some sort of creative arts, someone who has the power of influence. So you know how to sell or send messages through your music. You know how to bring people together through your music. You are some sort of actor or performer where people are drawn to you because of the performance that you give. You're giving, you're an independent actor, or you're acting in some sort of independent film. Maybe you've just been hired as that. Maybe you're directing your first indie. But I'm kind of getting a strong creative vibe from this too. So a lot of you guys are channeling your gifts, and this is very good for creativity, and it's very good for spirituality, relationship wise. If you're in a relationship, or if you have a love interest, I'm seeing a strong spiritual connection between two people who have the ability to communicate through telepathic means. Now, I also see someone who is very insecure about themselves. Someone may be having some sort of past traumatic issue that they're having to go through, or someone is having trust issues, someone who has mommy issues, daddy issues, but they're appearing as very confident. Someone might be hiding the fact, because as the Magician could be also someone who is coming off as someone who is very strong, very independent, very confident. When in fact, this is their true, this is how they feel internally: insecure, afraid, dealing with shit that happened, dealing with anxieties, bipolar, emotional disturbances. Um, past life traumas. Somebody might even be trying to go under hypnosis, whether it's self hypnosis or actually going to someone to try to figure out, you know, what could be holding you back from love, or what could be holding you back from success. I'm getting, though, a lot of strong connection with having dreams or having premonitions. So I'm getting that too for a lot of you. Also, you could be dealing with a fire sign such as yourself, or an Aries, or I said such as yourself again. But you know what I mean. If you're Leo with Venus in Leo, this could be for you. Or you could be dealing with a Sag or an Aries. Also could be dealing with a Gemini, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Pisces maybe. Now, I was just talking about how someone is very independent. But they're connecting with someone who may be clingy. Or someone who is not independent, someone who is more codependent. I'm also getting something in regards to temptation on the horizon. So for not everybody, but some of you that are in relationships, you are going to be faced with temptation. This person is going to come into your life, and you're going to have some sort of magnetic pull to this person. And I don't see you resisting it. I feel like you are just allowing things to unfold. You're like, I like this. I like this connection. I'm intrigued. I'm curious. I want to see where it goes. And it is a significant relationship. It's like this person has intervened your relationship. They hijacked your relationship. What you had already established. They're coming in between. And, you know, it's because there is a higher purpose for this relationship. Don't get me wrong, there's a strong sexual chemistry, there's a strong physical attraction, but this is the way spirit gets us to pay attention, to get our attention. I've mentioned it before. It's the bait and switch. I send in somebody that's going to activate your heart chakra just so I can get your attention. So for some of you, you are having some sort of spiritual awakening. Some of you, you've been having that dream that you were getting ready to meet your twin flame. If you haven't already met them, you may be getting ready to meet them, or your twin flame may be coming through the form of someone else. I'm also getting something like metaphysical, like body jumping. I don't know what you would call that, maybe shapeshifters or body jumping. But I'm getting that as well. I'm seeing also two distinguished connections. I'm getting somebody who is involved with both a toxic or karmic partner versus a twin flame or a highly evolved spiritual connection, where there's a lesson to learn. So one person brings out your shadow side, your worst side, and the other person is showing you, but they're both reflections of you. One person is reflecting something very dark within you, even if you feel like you're the sweetest person. It could be something that's being carried over from a past life. Maybe you didn't realize. Maybe this karmic person is an indication of any type of wrong that you have done to someone. So it's, you know, nobody's fucking perfect. Nobody's an angel. So no matter how sweet you are, maybe this is the collective of anything wrong that you've done. And you are being forced to deal with your dark or ugly side. But at the same time, you're being connected. So that's why I feel like these are two different energies. Now, maybe it could also be that your twin flame has problems, because your twin flames aren't perfect either. You know, sometimes our twin flames are alcoholics, have sexual addictions, are narcissists. Some people are like, no, that's not your twin flame. Yeah, it is. Your twin flame needs healing. Or maybe you need healing. Somebody needs healing. Hence the Temperance card here too. So somebody needs healing. Or maybe this person has come into your life to activate that healing, to get that started, to activate that heart center so we can start working on that heart center and heal it. So there's something that's happening. There could have been some sort of spiritual blockage within us. So these relationships have to come in because we can't see it within ourselves. We're too close to our own selves. You have to, when this happens, you have to stop finger pointing and saying, oh, they did this to me. They did that to me. They're reflecting something within you, or something that you've done in your past that you don't realize, or their realization of what you absolutely don't want, because there's definitely strong compare contrast. But this, I was getting ready to say that this connection also is a reflection of everything that you love about yourself. This is a reflection or an example of unconditional love. So you're getting to compare these two energies. I feel like it can really go for everything I just said. Like, either your twin flame, it has a codependency to drugs or alcohol, or you do, even though you have a twin flame. So either way, somebody needs healing, or you are getting ready to be in two different connections. One very toxic or karmic, and the other one more spiritual. And this is karma too, because karma is, how do I explain this? Because I forget to explain this in my videos too. Like, we keep saying stuff like, oh, it's karma. But karma isn't just something negative or something bad. I mean, anytime you make some sort of choice or decision, that's karma, because you're seeing the results of that. Also, karma is your patterns. So any type of patterns that you've had in a past life are just, you're just living that pattern. So you might want to become aware of that to start making some sort of conscious changes. So that's too why we have a, spiritual connection with our higher self, our twin, so that we can become aware. I feel like too, one person, the one that is the female, she is divine feminine. She's intuitive. She's in touch with her higher self, and she is sharing her knowledge with her divine masculine counterpart. So she is opening or awakening his eyes to, something that he didn't realize. And maybe this connection is overall just healing. I do feel like you're going to have a lot to think about. You're going to need to assess your situation, especially those of you that are going to be dealing with two separate relationships. You're going to have to take an assessment of what it is that you truly desire and what you want. What's healthy for you, who's in alignment with you. Somebody is causing you to rethink everything, your game plan. You're going back to the drawing board. You're trying to see if someone is someone that you can live with forever, for the rest of your life. So you're making decisions and choices here. I also feel like, there's going to be a lot of things happening within the next 2 weeks. Something could take off really fast. You might enter a relationship that all of a sudden takes off very quickly, and you might want to take a pause because it's just like, whoa, this is happening too fast. What is this? So you might need to take a time out to realize what exactly is happening or going on here. I also feel this as having to make some sort of decision after having some sort of conversation with somebody. It's like, okay, now that we've had that conversation, now that they've been open and honest with me, and we put everything out into the table, out into the open, what am I going to do? So there's a need for you to make some sort of choice after everything is laid out on the line. And then two, again, I just kind of feel like this is reiterating the fact that somebody is able to communicate and have conversations with someone in their dream or through subconscious, like through metaphysical ways, basically. All right, so you guys, that is all that I have. I actually could talk longer, but I'm not going to because I have so many other videos to do today. But thank you all for watching. I hope it gave you some clarity. Many blessings to you.